Thank you. Good morning. Good morning. Namaste. It seems a man rushes to the 15th floor. A man rushes to the 15th floor and says, Sharma, Sharma, your daughter ran away. Your daughter is alone. And this person, being an Orthodox Indian, daughter ran away. It seems he feels so frustrated, so despondent, so shattered. He jumps from the 15th floor to commit suicide. Mera maan chala gaya, daughter ran away. He jumps from the 15th floor to commit suicide. And as his body was coming to the 13th floor, he realizes he's not married. Shadi nahi hua, how his daughter ran away. And as his body was coming to the 10th floor, he realizes he has not got a daughter. Now, without getting married also you can have a daughter, isn't it? Please don't look at me so confused now. Alright? He realizes he's not got a daughter. And as his body was come to the 8th floor, he realizes he is not Sharma, he is Varma. Friends, when he was told, Sharma, your daughter ran away, he jumps from the 15th floor. Was it an action or was it a reaction? Sure. Was it an action or reaction? The first important input in the Indian spiritual context is more we are reacting to life rather than really acting. Sharma, your daughter ran away, he jumps from the 15th floor. It was a pratikriya. In Sanskrit we say it's a pratikriya. It is not an anukriya. It is not a response, it was a reaction. Sharma, your daughter ran away, immediately reacts. The more and more we react in life, the more and more Buddha says life itself becomes hell. You don't have to die to go to hell. Buddha says life itself becomes hell. Sharma, your daughter ran away, he reacts. It becomes hell. Alright? The first thing you and I have to learn in whatever situations of life is, can we learn to respond or not react in life? Now this, as not as a concept, but as a living reality, we have to bring it down. So therefore, that's the first important lesson in the Indian spiritual context. Now, Sharma, your daughter ran away, he reacted. Now what was the content of his reaction? Friends, what was the content of the reaction? What's the content of the reaction? Pardon? He reacted, but what was the saar? What is the content of the reaction? All of you. Good morning. All of you. Good morning. Good morning. Can you give me some life? Good morning. No, why do we say good morning? I hope you don't mind me asking a question, right? I know I've got half an hour. Now, why do we say good morning? Pardon? No, what's the anthropology of a good morning? No, all of you. Namaste. Let me pass it on. Namaste. Say louder, no? Namaste. Now what's the psychology of a namaste? You agree? You know what's the philosophy of namaste? Like shake hand. If you see the anthropology of a shake hand, one warrior was meeting another warrior, so I'm not going to attack you, so that was the psychology of a shake hand. What's this kind of psychology of a namaste? You are very different from me. You are very different from me, but in the space of love, you and I are one. You may be very different from me, but in the space of love, you and I are one. And it is this oneness we should attempt to see when we greet each other. Even though you and I look very, very different. So too, good morning. Why do you say good morning? Alright? I see two reasons we say good morning, you know. This morning is good, isn't it? Yes or no? Even though a lot of you came late. This morning is good, isn't it? So let us recognize it. Let us validate it. This morning is good. Alright? And if the morning is not good, let us make it good. That's the psychology of the word good morning. Right? But how many of us really mean that when we say good morning? How many of us really mean when we say namaste? Right? When we don't mean what we say, what is it called in English? What is it called? Mechanical, no? It's very mechanical. Good morning, namaste, namaste. It's so mechanical. So too, Sharma, your daughter ran away. First he reacted. The content of the reaction is mechanical, yantravat. Once it is mechanical, an autopilot takes over. Our reactions, first we are reacting, which we have to be aware. Then autopilot takes over, we are mechanical, yantravat. And in the moment it becomes mechanical, you and I lose control. You and I are conscious being. But if you look into the quality of life, we mechanically operate. You mechanically judge me, I mechanically judge you. You mechanically do this, so therefore to be mechanical is one of the greatest destructions of human consciousness. And therefore, as a spiritual learning, how not to be mechanical in our life, that you have to learn. You and I are conscious being, how to enhance this consciousness and not really be mechanical. How to enhance consciousness in the true sense of the term, you and I have to learn, you and I have to explore, or else we become more and more and more mechanical. You know, I love this beautiful story. I've written one of my books there. No criticism to anybody. It seems a Christian father was spreading the message of God. When he was spreading the message of God, he went around spreading the message of God. So the archbishop of the place, Archbishop of the place, right, want to honor the Christian father. He want to honor him. So he is a lover of horses. So he gives him a beautiful black Arabian horse and said, your message, spread the message of God. So therefore I'm giving you a black Arabian horse. But the horse is a religious horse. It knows only religious jargons. If you want the horse to run, you have to say, oh God. If you want the horse to stop, you have to say, hallelujah. So the Christian father said, I've learned the whole Bible, Gita, so what's so difficult these two words? So he sits in the horse and says, oh God, and the horse starts galloping, 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 lightning speed. Alright, I feel so happy being a lover of horses. And the way the horse was galloping on the top of the mountain it was going, then you know it was on the top of the mountain. So he gets panicky, he pulls the reins and says, stop, stop, stop. And the horse is not stopping. In order to stop, you have to say what? Hallelujah. Right? His memory failed. He panics and pulls the reins, and then fortunately his memory worked, and then he says to say hallelujah. He says hallelujah, and abruptly the horse stops. When it stops right at the edge of the cliff, alright, 1 second later you have gone down. He looks down thousands of feet below. He turns up and says, oh God, thank you. He says, oh God, thank you, and the horse gallops. Even the word, oh God, is so mechanical. So friends, a lot of us, I'm sure, of you being, heads of so many things, we know a lot. To know and not to act on what you know is equal to we do not know. To know and not to act on what we know is equal to not know. So therefore, even the word, oh God, has become mechanical. So friends, first thing we have to learn, in the real learning sense, which is action sense, not speaking sense, not sheer thinking sense, is first, whatever the situations of life, economy is bad, rupee is going down, whatever it is, don't react, but let us respond, is the first lesson. Our response should not be mechanical, it should be more conscious, right? And if you are more unconscious, then you will find your quality of life becomes very different. In the Indian ethos, in Indian culture, we say because our consciousness is less, we don't experience life. Please listen very carefully to what I'm saying. We don't experience what is. Buddha's famous name, or Buddha's famous name was called as what? Anybody? What is Buddha's famous name? Gautam Buddha was his name. Siddhartha was his previous name. What is his famous name? Right, his famous name was called Tadhagat. Right, and why he was called Tadhagat? Because he preached a meditation called Tha Tatha. And Tha Tatha means experience whatever is. Buddha says we never experience what is. We expect from what is, we react to what is, we justify what should be, but we never experience what is. And therefore Buddha says, learn to experience. As corporate people, economy is low, experience what is. then intelligence will tell you how to deal with this. But instead of experiencing what is, we are victim to what is. Right? I'll give you a beautiful example. Right? Since a cab driver was driving a cab, a passenger wanted to ask him a question. Alright, first time a South Indian passenger comes all the way here to Bombay, a cab driver is driving a cab, the Bombay South Indian passenger will ask a question, so he gently taps him on the back to ask a question. Alright, and the Bombay cab driver becomes panicky. He goes left, right, haywire. The passenger was confused. I just patted him on the back to ask a question. He goes haywire. After 2 minutes, he presses the brake. The Bihari cab driver in Bombay, pasina gaya, takes a deep breath, turns back and says to the passenger, for heaven's sake, don't touch me while I'm driving the cab. The passenger says, sir, I'm sorry, I want to ask you a question. First time I've come to Bombay. Alright, immediately the cab driver cools down and tells the passenger, it's not your problem, it is my problem. And then this person said, what is the problem? Asked the passenger. He says, today is the first day I'm driving the cab. He says, today is the first day I'm driving the cab. And the cab driver tells the passenger, for 25 years I've been driving the van. The passenger gets more confused. Kya bada fark hai van or cab mein? Alright, 25 years I've been driving a van, says the cab driver. Today is the first time driving the cab. And in the van, says the cab driver, I was carrying dead bodies. I was carrying dead bodies. So when you touched me, I got some Bhutan preta touched me. Now, did that cab driver experience the experience of patting? Did the cab driver experience? He did not experience the experience of patting because 25 years he has been a van driver carrying dead bodies, so the past polluted the present. And when the past polluted the present, as Buddha says, he did not experience the experience. The past polluted the present. And this is what exactly is happening in our lives. The past goes on polluting the present, polluting the present. And when the past pollutes the present, we are not free to experience the present. यथार्थ को अनुभव नहीं करता हम लोग. अनुभव करता आकर अनुभव के ऊपर प्रदूषण होता है. The experience that pollutes. I've seen so many workshops I go. Now I've become a little popular, it's okay. Initially, when I go and take workshops, people look at me like this. Alright, in one of the workshops, I'm looking at a person, and the fellow is more confused. He said, why are you looking at me? I say, if I look at him, he feels, why is Swamiji looking at me? And that too is from Bangalore. And Bangalore Swamiji is a controversial. If I look at him, it's a problem. If I don't look at him, he says, why Swamiji is not looking at me? Because I am not a Brahmin. Alright, if I look problem, if I don't look problem. People are not free itself. Before the speaker speaks, people judge it is not relevant, not applicable, not this, So therefore the experiencer pollutes the experience and you are not open to an experience. So therefore friends, what you and I can learn, whatever be the situation, can you not allow the experiencer, the past, the autobiography to pollute an experience? Be open to an experience, and when you are open to an experience, please see, your intelligence will tell you how to deal with the situation. The economy is low, right? Market is low. Instead of being a victim to your fear, victim to your past, if I can be open, I experience the situation, and from there another action emerges. And therefore, right, in this 30 minutes, 10 minutes is already over, right, in this 20 minutes, like I want to present Indian martial art. Alright, I'm a student of Indian martial art. Alright, and Indian martial art has a very spiritual context. There's lack of time, so I'm going to hit you to the point. In Indian martial art, we say 5 important things are there. And your corporate world is like a martial art. You have to win. You have to fight. Alright, so I thought about Indian martial art, there are 5 things. Vision, power, speed, skill, strategy. In Indian martial art, with this vision, power, speed, skill and strategy. Now I want to talk to the context of martial art. Let me talk to the context of life. Alright? In the context of life, what should be the vision of life? Friends, all of you, what should be the vision of life? Quickly. What should be the vision of life? Come on, quick, no? I have only 20 minutes. Huh?
Happiness.
Happiness. Just happiness is enough. Just be happy is not sufficient. What should be the vision of life? You be in the corporate world, the day-to-day hustle and bustle. What should be the... Right? Pardon? Alright, please see, in the Indian context, it's called as Degadi Deepa Nyaya. So I'll avoid Sanskrit as much as possible. It's Degadi Deepa Nyaya, means you put a lamp, on a threshold. It lights outside the house, lights inside the house. Our lamp of intelligence should be so positioned, you should be an outer winner and also an inner winner. That should be the vision. Outer winner gives you success. Inner winner gives you satisfaction. Our intelligence should be, there should be success and satisfaction you should amalgamate in your life. Success means what? How do you define success? Quickly, how do you define success? How do you define success? Is my accent understandable or? Correct? How do you define success? But how do you define some basic definitions, Success is simple, globally, getting what you like is success. Right? For somebody, getting 1 crore a year is success. For Ambani's it's peanuts. For Bill Gates it's peanuts. Getting what you like is success. Yes or no? And what is satisfaction? Liking what you get. Satisfaction is liking what you get. You have to balance now your intelligence, your life, called Degadi Deepa Nyaya, getting what you like. Whatever you like, you define what you like. How to use your creative juices to get what you like is success. But if you have not learned the ability to like what you have got, then you have not got satisfaction. So you have to use your learning methods to see your brain uses the intelligence in a way to get what you like is success and like what you get is satisfaction and amalgamate more. Please see, because the biggest error in living nowadays globally, you think success is gone. You think growth is gone, economical growth is gone. And when I do keynote presentation, if it's more than 1 hour I do keynote presentations, I show people very successful but failures in life. Money-wise successful, failures in life. If you see Marilyn Monroe, the most beautiful actress in the history of Hollywood, the most beautiful actress, whatever a youngster wants, she had. The youngsters want what? To be popular. Marilyn Monroe was very popular. Youngsters want to be sexy. She was very sexy. Alright? The youngster wants to be rich. She was very rich. The youngsters want to have multiple affairs, isn't it? Don't look at me confused, no? Right? And she had multiple affairs. In spite of that, she was in heavy anti-depression and she committed suicide at a very young age of 30s. So success is not the be-all and end-all of life. Having said that, right, with success you have to learn to be satisfied. That's what the brain has to learn. So therefore, just worshipping success is not the be-all and end-all of life, sir. There are so many people very, very successful, alright, and they are heavy dose of anti-depression. Alright, so therefore, please see, success and satisfaction. Now how, your brain has to learn how to be satisfied. A beautiful story I love. Mullah Nasruddin was very sad. And somebody asked Mullah, why are you sad? And he said, I'm sad because my uncle died. And in his will he has donated 40 lakhs and he has died. His friend says, Mullah, I know that uncle, alright, he's 100 years old. Of so many nephews he has built 40 lakhs, you should be happy. Mullah says, that's not the point. 3 weeks back, another uncle died. And in his will he has donated 1 crore and he has died. His friend said, my God, I know that uncle is 110 years old. You must be happy. Mullah says, not the point. Yesterday another uncle died and 5 crores he has built and he died. His friend said that uncle is about 130 years old. They are Buddhas, crorepati, you must be happy. Mullah says, that's not the point. His friend's blood pressure went up. He says, what the hell is the point? And Mullah says, I'm unhappy not because my uncles died. I'm unhappy not because they willed money to me. I'm unhappy because there are no more uncles to die. Only 3 uncles gave me 5 crores. Why God has been so conjuice? He should have given little more uncles, no? 3 is so less in the infinity of numbers. Have you seen, friends? So logically he is right, but life wise, he's wrong. And most of us want to be logically right in life, but life-wise we are a failure. Alright, so he's logically right, 3 uncles, some more uncles. So like this, if the brain develops its own pseudo logic and makes logic right and life a failure, you can never be satisfied in life. So therefore, please see, let the brain learn how to be happy. Let the brain learn how to be successful. And to be successful, you need to be creative. And creativity is not creating something new. I know most of managements are going to talk about that. Say something new. You're a creative person. You say something new. It's a creative person. Or from a spiritual paradigm, creating something new can be an ego game. Alright, I've done something new, boost your ego. And once your ego is boosted, I tell you, you will suffer in spite of your success. All egoistic people suffer in life. That's why ego is E-G-O. You are edging God out. Alright, but what is creativity from a spiritual paradigm? It's a very big topic, so I can't dwell on that. But creativity is not creating something new. Alright, it is bringing an alive consciousness to an experience. If you can bring in love to an experience, if you bring in aliveness to an experience, if you bring in openness to an experience, the quality of consciousness which is open, a quality of consciousness which is alive, a quality of consciousness which has the power of enthusiasm, the power of goodness, the power of vibrancy, if you can bring to an experience, bring to the moment from a spiritual paradigm, he is a creative person. Are we bringing openness to the moment? As you are listening to me, are you bringing openness to the moment? Are you bringing aliveness to the moment? Are you bringing enthusiasm to the moment? Love to the moment? And if you can bring in love to the moment, even a glass of water can be amritam. And if you don't bring love, openness, aliveness, even if you get $1 million, you will say 1 million is very less compared to 20 million. So it is the quality of consciousness that you bring in matters apart from you doing something different and new, near innovation. So therefore, creativity for success, learning to be satisfied, your brain has to learn, so that should be. Second is power. In martial art is power. Alright? Now, I'm not giving martial art connection because it's not this one I'm putting in this context and in 30 minutes I can't dwell on that. So, it's power. What is the power? You have a vision who to attack, how to attack, a martial artist knows. But he needs power to attack. Now, what is the power we need in a corporate world? The power of commitment. Not the power of complaint. We need a power of commitment. The power not to get hurt, we need. And if you see a lot of people get hurt, they will be PhD, they will be. What a PhD? Permanent head damage. Alright? But everything they get hurt. How many corporate workshops have taken? To celebrities and to ordinary people. Everybody seems to get hurt. Swami, my boss called me an idiot, it hurt me so. My wife said something hurt me. I said, how can a word hurt? Please let the brain learn. How can a word hurt? Somebody calls me a monkey, does the word wing come like a scatter missile or dishku create sound? Tell me friends, please don't look at me confused now. I know you're eating nice breakfast. Because whenever the Madhya Pradesh is full, Uttar Pradesh doesn't work generally. So tell me, somebody calls me a monkey, does the word come like a scatter missile? Word doesn't hurt. It is how I look at the word it hurts. If somebody calls me monkey, what should I do? I should look here, I should look here, make sure there are no monkeys, doubly check up myself, see if there are some genetical changes, because I want to target the account of monkeys. And if you are sure I'm not a monkey, tell him go to an ophthalmologist and get your eyes checked up, no? But what happens? Somebody calls you a monkey, you say donkey, you say buffalo, you say bulldog. Why deep within you have a doubt, maybe I'm a monkey. How can a word hurt? Refusing not to get hurt is powerful. Not you being a CEO, CLO, CFO, COO, and put word, anything you create. Refuse to get hurt. You know, there's a famous story of Madan Mohan Malia, the great freedom fighter of the country. He went to Hyderabad, the Nawab of Hyderabad, or Nizam of Hyderabad. He asked for donation when he was going to establish the Hindu Banaras University. And the Nizam didn't like the word Hindu Banaras University. So he says, change the word Hindu and I'll give you donation. He explained the Sanskrit meaning of the word Hindu, blah, blah, blah. Right? But he didn't like it. He gets so angry, the Nizam takes the shoe and throws at Madan Mohan Malya. It's a true incident. Alright, throws at him. Now Madan Mohan Malya, a scholar, respected person, knows he couldn't get money. A single shoe thrown at him, he takes and walks out of the palace. And auctions in the streets of Hyderabad. Nawab shoe, Nawab shoe. The Nawab came to know his shoe is auction. His ego was very affected because he didn't want his shoe to go at a less price. So he sent out the chelas to increase the price. And it is said Madan Mohan Malya got a best price at a shoe thrown at him. Because some of his chelas only increased the price. Now this is power, sir. Now this is power. Refusing to get hurt. Words don't hurt. It is how you interpret which hurts. Stop interpreting as a hurt. Then you'll find there's so much of power in your life. No much of leakage of life in life. So therefore, vision, power. Second is power is balancing your head and heart. Both has to be balanced. Now it's a very big topic. I have no time to dwell on it. Head has to be balanced. Heart has to be balanced. In your corporate world, everything you cannot do from your head, you should have a heart. Only heart has to work. Head and heart both have to work. Are you getting, friends? You have to balance it. There's a beautiful Hindi shairi, you know. It says, "Hey, जब मेरा बेटा रोता है, जब मेरा बेटा वो रोता है, भी दिल में दर्द होता है. जब मेरा बेटा रोता है, दिल में दर्द होता है. पड़ोसी का बेटा रोता है, सिर में दर्द होता है. जब मेरा बेटा रोता है, दिल में दर्द होता है. पड़ोसी का बेटा रोता है, सिर में दर्द होता है. जब मेरी पत्नी रोती है, सिर में दर्द होता है. पड़ोसी का पत्नी रोती है, दिल में दर्द होता है. देखो माया का खेल, देखो भी सब अस्त व्यस्त हो गया हमारा जीवन. अरे सो दिल और दिमाग में सामंजस्य होना चाहिए, सृजनात्मक सामंजस्य होना चाहिए. दैट इज पावर ऑफ विजन, राइट? पावर. Now speed. All of you say speed. In martial art, only power is enough. You need speed. You're very powerful, but the fellow can be fast and he can hit your eye. You need speed. And in the context which I want to unfold, spiritual context, what should be the speed, sir? Quickly, what should be the speed? Alright, now please, I'm saying something very important. Listen very attentively to you. Alright, how all of us, how have we positioned our brain, how have we positioned happiness? How have we positioned happiness, friends, all of us? In the spectrum of time, how have we positioned happiness? How have we positioned happiness in the spectrum of time? All of us, how our brain has positioned happiness? Pardon? How have we positioned happiness in the spectrum of time?
Future.
In the future, no sir. In the future. All of us have positioned happiness, our brain has positioned happiness in the spectrum of time in the future. I get married, I become happy. My neighbor gets divorced, I become happy. Because options open up for people. I'll become $1 million, I'll become happy. I'll go abroad, I'll become happy. Have we not globally positioned happiness in the future? Yes or no? Yes. When you position happiness in the future, silently you are telling what? At present you are not happy. Yes or no, sir? I know some people, really smart people here, will say, I am happy, I want to be more happy. These are all smart answers. Like the teacher saying, what is common between Krishna, Buddha and Mahavira? Teacher asked the student. The student said, all are born on government holidays. These are all smart answers. Alright? But please see, when you position happiness in the future, the brain silently says, I am not happy now. Yes or no? Yes. Tell me yes or no? Yes. Now, what is time? Please see, what is time? Quickly. What is time, sir? Right? Now, what is the description of time? What is the description of time? I'm asking a simple question. What is the description of time? Past, present, future, no? Isn't it? The description of time is past, present and future. But what is the truth of time? Present. The description of time is past, present and future, but the truth of time is present. Yes or no? You have said happiness is in the future. So present, what have you programmed? I'm unhappy. I'm unhappy. Now your brain has programmed, I'm unhappy in the present. Now what is time? Time is present. Please listen carefully. Present, 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 present. And from there you look at the past, it is past. You look at the future, it is future. But when the future happens, it happens as what? Present. When past happened, it happened as what? Present. So the truth of time is present, and life is a movement of what? Present, present, present. Your brain has programmed happiness, future has become happy, present and unhappy. If the brain has programmed it, when the brain reaches the future opens up as present, and present you have already programmed as what? Unhappy. So when you reach the object of desire, you will continue to be unhappy. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jatare chayanam, iha samsare bahudustare. Unless you come out of this rut, unless you come out of the chakra vyuha for centuries, humanity will be miserable in spite of progress. In spite of progress, you will be miserable. The speed is you are happy now. Right? Happiness is happy now. With wife, without wife, in spite of wife. With husband, without husband, in spite of husband. Now. And from happiness, work for your targets. You can have your desires for $1 million, $20 million, but out of happiness, not for happiness. Are you getting what I'm saying? So don't position happiness in the future, position happiness in the present. And from being present, go towards the future. When you do this, the speed, right now, you're going to be happy. Your goals will be out of happiness and not for happiness. You will get married out of happiness. You will not get married for happiness. When you get married for happiness, she also gets married for happiness. When two beggars of happiness get married, beggary will increase. Alright, so therefore they're giving signal at the end, so I'm going to end now. So vision, power and speed. Now skill and strategy. So half an hour over, so I'm going to end. So therefore you hear me in my YouTube, so I have explained what should be the skill and what only the skill. I will not talk strategy is simplify your lives. Don't complicate life. If you simplify your life, life will be beautiful. You can be rich, but simplify your life. If you learn the art of simplifying life and not complicating life, your life will be beautiful. Now skill, lack of time. Thank you very much.